We'll get started in just a moment. I've been talking all day, so once again, I think I said that last night. Blah, 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 blah. Tongue-tied. Hello. Hey, Darla, bless your heart. How do you put up with me, Darla? How can you listen to me that long? I guess you just blessed person. I hope it helps with wellness. Oh, we love you all. What a beautiful Shibboleth family we have here, huh? We're about to get started. All right, Elizabeth got her stretch a minute. I love my stretch a minute. I got one right over here. I'll show you. I have to practice what we preach. Yeah. So I have, this thing's probably saved me from back fusion for years because of the positive feedback that you get from the beat. It looks like a simple device, but it's very, the positive feedback that you get from holding the static poses long enough is very important. And you can do push-ups and all kind of things to build up upper body strength and hold the forms. But man, it's just, I love it for my back, the hamstring stretch, the shoulder stretch. I have jiu-jitsu caused me to have rotator cuff issues, and this helps with that. A good rotator cuff stretch. It's really good. It's an awesome little gadget, only one of its kind. And par for the course for me. I bought back in the day, I bought the exclusive rights to it. And then right after, because I'd been using it for years, and the chiropractor, he didn't want to market it. So I bought the exclusive rights from him. And right after COVID, we found out that there's a little component to it that they don't make anymore because of COVID. The supply chain issue got disrupted, and I've got maybe 200 more, and they're gone forever. So congratulations. It's one of my favorite little workout apparatuses. I can carry it anywhere and get a workout. Goodness gracious. All right, y'all, we will get started. We are glad that you're with us today and this evening. This has been our fast track week. Each week, we take a new group through our fast track program from beginning to end, and we install it. If this is your first week, it might be best for you to begin, rather than trying to eat right in your first week, go through the course, learn it, try to understand it, think through how you will implement it in the future. Shop for your groceries this weekend, get started on Monday with a good meal plan. Now, we gave out some great meal ideas for fast track. I hope everybody got them. I don't think I have any help here tonight. Everybody's off now. But if you didn't get that, you can shoot us an email at info@myshibboleth.com, info@myshibboleth.com. And we'll get you some great meal ideas while you're learning. We want you to be able to do this for yourself, though. That's what really changed my life. I had tried diet after diet. The first three letters of the word diet spelled die. Anything we start with and can't stay with forever is just a waste of our time. And I needed a practical, sustainable, and fun program. And all those diets on paper that I was given, they might help me for a day or two, then I'd get bored, or I didn't understand how they were working, or I'd get on the scales and the scales didn't go down. So I thought the diet wasn't working because I didn't know how my body worked. So what we do is we actually teach nutrition based upon your goals and your situation. Nutrition should be situation specific. should be situation specific. What do I mean by that? Well, if I've got a goal of losing body fat and preserving muscle, there's a way to eat to do that. And that's primarily what we teach. If I'm trying to bulk up, there's a way to do that. What if the situation is my Mama Jackson is back in the day when she was able, would have me over, and the situation is she's got fried okra and mac and cheese, and I need to understand how to eat for my goal in every situation. And that's what we teach here. That's why it's so transformative. Again, we thank God for that. Thank God for you all sharing it with everybody. It's just transformative because it's so much fun and it's practical and sustainable. But where we learn it is here. We go through fast track, take the test, pass the test, and earn the fast track badge, and then we're well on our way. Our statistics in the back end of the website, with just literally tens of thousands of people having gone through, is that folks that take the time, doesn't take long, but take the time to earn the fast track badge and journal, they lose 3 times more weight in the same period of time as those logging in that just play with recipes and stuff like that. So the system works and it's powerful. It's actually more powerful than pharmaceuticals in my estimation, without any of those nasty side effects. So we're here to help you. Tonight's Thursday. We're wrapping up another group. Make sure that you leave here with the tools and resources you need to go further, and we'll get started. So before I get into wrapping it up, talking about the Shibboleth Shield and the food categories, I wonder if anyone has any question for me that's of concern. Nutrition, behavior modification, supplementation. What may I help you with before we get into tonight's lesson? So what's the trick when eating over at someone else's house for dinner? So I always keep a survival kit with me. Okay, now this isn't the main trick. I keep a survival kit with me. Better have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. So I have my salad dressing with me. I have my bread with me, my tortilla with me. I have my sweet stuff with me. So I've got my chips. So no matter what's going on, if I want to have a perfect evening at someone else's house, I can do that. Okay? So I have all of my goodies. So if they're having burgers, I've got my bread. If they're having pizza, I pull the toppings off, put it on my tortilla. No matter the situation, we've got an answer for you. Now, if you really want to have a perfect day, hopefully they have a meat and a veggie, and you avoid the carbohydrate because they're not cooking the meat and the veggie in your oil. So you avoid the carbohydrate, avoid the fruit, and portion control, and you can have a perfect day. But please don't overlook this. People love the crash course, right? I have people, I used to be one of them people that I'm not doing right. I'm not following the program. And then when a holiday comes up or a night out comes up, then I want to try to figure out how to eat perfect. You don't have to do that unless you're eating out at friends' houses all the time. You are allowed holidays. Those are part of the program. Remember, we're doing this for a lifetime. We're doing this for a lifestyle. So it isn't like we're going to stop. We're going to do it forevermore. And you get holidays. How many holidays does she get in a month, y'all? 6 holidays a month, 72 a year to eat what you want. And you earned it. Everybody say, work hard, play hard. Work hard, play hard. Y'all help me out. Help a brother out. Work hard, play hard. Adopt that mentality. Adopt that approach. Work hard, play hard. So don't waste your holidays on silly stuff. How many of us have done that? You wasted a holiday on something ridiculous. You wasn't at a friend's house. It wasn't date night. It wasn't an anniversary. It wasn't a holiday. And then we waste that holiday on something silly. And now we don't have it when we get invited to a friend's house and they want to have pizza and play Rook. Y'all remember that card game, Rook? Anybody play that anymore? I used to love that. They play Angry Turtles or something now, don't they? Is it Angry Turtles? Is that what people play now? I played Rook. Probably Angry Turtles, ain't it? So anyway, the best strategy here is you work hard so that when you have these opportunities for celebration, friends, for time with friends, you don't have to, but you could take your holiday. Once you get into maintenance, say that you have to go to a friend's house and you have to avoid what they have and you have a perfect day because you don't want to waste a holiday on it. How many do you get in maintenance? 12. Y'all, that's 144 days a year to eat what you want, as long as all your other days are okay. Is that right? Was that true? We need all them other days to be okay. False. We need them to be what? Perfect. Perfect. So we only have two types of days, a perfect day or a holiday. Holidays are as much a part of the program as perfect days. I hope that helps. But I keep a survival kit. I go in a restaurant, I got my survival kit. I go to a friend's house, I got my survival kit. And just that has probably saved me hundreds of holidays over the years. Any other questions? Don't let me miss any, because I'm by myself. I met with our volunteer force today, and Karen's trying to get us organized. This would be a good thing for me to have a volunteer for. Don't y'all agree? Barb says maintenance seems so far away. Let's talk about that for a minute. Can I do that? Can I allude to that to help out tonight? Maintenance seems so far away. Now, everything that I'm saying to you all, everything that I'm saying, the reason I say it with such conviction is I have lived it. I was over 300 pounds. I looked and I thought, by the way, depression, let's let the Lord lead us. Depression is looking out into the future and not being able to see a version of yourself healthy and happy, and we get depressed. When we're depressed, everything slows down. The Bible says 1,000 years is like a day, and a day is like 1,000 years. Now, listen, this is spiritual. This is behavior modification, but it works. It's true. So I had over 100 pounds. Number one, let me ask you this. If you put on 2 pounds a week for 1 year, you would have gained more than 100 pounds. Hey, Aaron, you would have gained more than 100 pounds. At the end of that year, after putting on 100 pounds, would you say, I put on weight fast that year? Would you say that? We'll get you, darling. Yeah. Now, when people lose 2 pounds a week, they say that's slow. But if 2 pounds a week gain is fast, how can 2 pounds a week be slow? So really, listen to this mindset. It took me 30 years to end up over 300 pounds, but less than 6 months to lose that 100 pounds of extra weight. That's fast. But here's the other side. The reason it feels like it's so far away, now this is critical to understand how we think and the problems it causes us. If we're not enjoying the mindset, if we're not enjoying the process, if we're not enjoying our Shibboleth Shield, if we're not enjoying our Shibboleth family, if we're not enjoying the food we eat, it seems like it takes forever. But if you enjoy it, it's over like that. It's over like that. Things that cause you pain, when you're in pain, does it seem like time goes by fast or time goes by slow? Very slow. But when you're having fun, that's why it seems like you're gaining weight so fast. When you're having fun, does time go by fast? Same thing for this. So you have to change your mind, and you have the ability to do that. Your reality, like I could be sitting here, Aaron could be sitting beside me, and Brenda sitting beside me, and we could look out into the environment and we would all see something different because of the definitions that we give things. And when we say, listen, this is so good tonight, do we say A or B? Losing weight is so hard. Or B, losing weight is easy. Which one do we say? It should be B, but what do we all say before Shibboleth? We say it's hard. You say it's hard, I say it's easy. We have different definitions. So which one of us will it seem like the weight loss went by faster to? The person that says it's easy or hard? The person that says it's easy. See, it's all about, you can change your mind. All you've done, if you believe weight loss is hard, that's not you that believes that. All you've done is touch and agree with the enemy, because God can take the smallest of things and do big things with it. God can change things in a moment and twinkling of an eye. But we have to change our definitions about the weight loss process. Does that make sense? Charles is right. Time is going to pass whether you do it or not. So start thinking like that. That, look, I can talk to you tonight about chicken breast and squash and exercise on a plate, but the real magic is inside of your mind. The definitions that you give things. For example, wasn't long ago, I was walking down the streets of St. Augustine, and an acquaintance was with me, not somebody I spend a lot of time with, very religious person, and there was a homeless person that was there begging for change. You could tell they were eat up with bug bites. They looked rough. It was sad. And the acquaintance said, people like that make me sick. They need to get a job. But I seen someone and thought, if it were not for the grace of God, that could be me. I felt empathy for this man. It's based upon the goggles that you put on. Where's my guy? I lost my goggles. Everything, weight loss, everything in life is about the lens that you look through, how you define things, how you see things. Tonight, some of you could have a breakthrough beyond your understanding by just changing a definition. Just touching and agreeing with the Holy Spirit and changing your definitions. Weight loss is easy. If she can do it, I can do it. Just changing your definitions. It's radically transformative. If you've got hard situations in your life going on right now, and you know they're hard, just say, they're easy. They're nothing in the Lord. It's easy. Travis, that's not true. I bet it would be to some people. Brenda, my friend Brenda, who's been through all kind of crises, things that I say are hard, she would say, that ain't hard. Why do I say it's hard? Because I ain't been through it. I hadn't overcome, haven't walked that walk. She's overcome it. And she's like, you don't know what hard is, brother. So it's all a matter of perspective. Change perspective. Somebody asked about the fiber. The fiber, how do I take the fiber? If we want to maintain regularity, control insulin, have good gut health, bind to fat, not absorb all the fat, reduce cholesterol, those kind of things. Best fiber right here, fiber-wise. You may have another one, but I don't know if it'll work the same, but contextually it's the same. So fiber-wise, the perfect blend of soluble and insoluble fiber. I've got some in this right now. I just mix it in some of my favorite approved beverages, and I have 1 scoop a day, sometimes 2, but most of the time 1. And it can be very beneficial, especially if you're fasting, because it can help you with satiation during your fast. Hope that makes sense. Barb, yes, you're so right. As much as we wish we could fast forward things, we need to go through the process. Amen. And live with, oh, I love that. There you go, Barb. Living in the present, living in the moment. Beautiful. I love that. We're not even promised tomorrow. In fact, right now, just want to thank the Lord for my blessings. Thank you, Lord. How do I use collagen? Collagen, our collagen, the best collagen, category 1, category 3, bovine collagen. How we use it, the same way I use that fiber. I mix it with my Shibboleth approved beverage of choice. I don't want to have it in a beverage package with sugar, but I mix it and I drink it. And I do that 1 to 2 times a day. And it has a peptide sequence that causes your body to produce more collagen. So you're literally getting years back if you use it appropriately and consistently, in my mind. Terry, my friend Terry, very articulate. You amaze me, frankly. Good to have you tonight. Weight loss is 80% mental and 20% controlling insulin. So true. So true. Controlling insulin will allow for you to lose body fat much more efficiently. If you're eating enough fibrous foods, do you still need the fiber supplement? I don't think so. Too much fiber is a bad thing. Too little fiber is a bad thing. 20 to 40 grams a day is where we need to be. I like to give a range. I hate when people say you got to get this number. It's not true. We need consistency and a range. 20 to 40 grams of fiber, quality fiber per day, and you could get that just through your whole foods. Anybody else? Any other questions? This seems to be going well, so we'll keep the momentum. We'll make sure you get what you need before we end tonight's lesson. Aaron, reading a private one. Hold on. You do need to. You need to go for it. Let's get you in some trainings and we'll get going, bro. I'm going to help everybody that wants help. Everybody that wants help, that's willing to work. Love you, bro. There are so many videos. Where is the one about fasting, or am I getting ahead of things? Have you earned your fast track badge yet, Barb? We need to put Aaron and Charles and Bryant on a team with me, and let's commit to one another and get her done. Okay, so Barb, good observation. Do y'all agree with me that for years, Barb, check this out. We used to do it the way we're doing it now, but people complained they wanted to go around because they're hearing all the cool stuff. But does my experienced members agree that Barb needs to stay in fast track and not be exposed to all that until she masters this, because she'll get confused? Y'all agree? Barb, trust them. Because if we lay the right foundation for your new eating lifestyle, that other stuff is going to make so much more sense. So if any of the fast track stuff is confusing, until that confusion dissolves, like Shibboleth melts body fat, we want you to stay right here before we go into your Shibboleth journey. Margaret, before tonight's done, I'm going to show where to pass the test, where to go and take the test, pass the test. Anybody else? Anybody? All right, let's start trying to wrap this thing up. And then I'll point you to the test, but I want to do my own subjective interview with all of y'all. Are y'all ready? Let's make sure we've installed the right foundation. I might throw some trickery in. What is the sixth component of the Shibboleth shield? Amen. Bless the name of the Lord. Now, does that have anything to do with losing weight and our metabolism and our bodies? Does that have anything to do with losing weight? Absolutely everything. Now, if y'all didn't know, we are not a religious bunch as it relates to Shibboleth. We may be outside of Shibboleth, but we are not a religious bunch. We're a loving bunch of people that worship the Lord Jesus Christ. Now, if you know anything about Jesus and you don't worship Jesus and you worship Buddha, you're welcome here. We love you. We hope you'll love us. Y'all agree with me? Are we that kind of people? We're glad that you're here. And you can talk about Buddha. And if people don't like it, that's okay. I'm going to talk about Jesus. We accept everybody here. We believe, this group believes, what the world needs is more love and less judgment. But I'm going to talk about Jesus. So Jesus changed my life. Jesus changed my life. And is continuing to change my life. It's helping me understand through the Holy Spirit, which is his spirit, what grace is all about. How to show myself grace, how to show other people grace. That has everything to do with weight loss, because how many times have you beat yourself up over falling off the wagon? Hey, Sanjivini. And does that ever help? Have you ever known anybody, including yourself, that beating them up helps them do better? I've never known a person that hardness works with. Never known a person. But I have known people like me, when I was caught up in all kind of stuff that's shown love. I actually remember religion running me off. But I remember people that I didn't think had the Lord took me in and nurtured me back to health. Okay, that's what we are here. We're here for you to help you overcome addiction, to love, to feel better about yourself. Okay, that's the sixth component. All right. Now, we have a Shibboleth shield. And that Shibboleth shield, if we follow those rules, helps us have a perfect day. That perfect day helps us begin to operate in a calorie deficit and control insulin. What do we call insulin? Fat bus. What three things take place once we provoke an insulin response? Three things. Fat storage, efficient fat burning stops for up to 2 days, and your appetite goes through the roof. Very good, everyone. That matters. It doesn't matter what the scales say, whether they're fluctuating up or down. If you've got high levels of insulin in your system, you're not losing body fat. It is impossible. It's a biological impossibility. That is a growth hormone. And it causes everything to grow. So let me ask you this. If I look at a package of white bread, whiter the bread, the quicker you're dead, and it has 0 sugar in it, what's in there that's spiking my blood sugar? Because it spikes your blood sugar more than pure sugar, more than sugar cane. That starch and that flour cause your blood sugar to go through the roof. Starch is deadly, and we consume it everything and every day. And your pancreas, your internal pharmacy, is having to work overtime. True or false? Your liver is responsible for burning body fat. Be a liver of life and not a gallbladder. Correct. It sure does. True or false? Muscle weighs more than fat. That is false. Terribly false. A pound of muscle weighs the same thing as a pound of fat. The difference is a pound of fat takes up twice the space on the body as does a pound of muscle. Look at it this way. You want to see what you look like on a plate? Let me show you. Which one's leaner? A chicken breast, 4 ounces of chicken breast, or 4 ounces of steak? Which one's leaner? Chicken breast. So both are 4 ounces, but which one would take up more space on the plate? The steak. And you basically are what you eat. Now, true or false? If I eat a correct portion of steak, I can lose weight very rapidly if I incorporate that into my meal episodes. True. If I eat steak and broccoli, I will lose weight slower than I will if I eat steak and potato. That's false, obviously, but the difference is that potato spikes blood sugar, your pancreas releases the fat bus, and the fat bus latches on to the fat in the steak. Without the potato, then we can keep efficiently burning fat. But I'm craving a potato. So I could have chicken breast cooked in olive oil with broccoli and a potato. You want me to repeat that? I can have chicken breast cooked in olive oil with broccoli and a potato on a portion control plate. No. We cooked it in olive oil. That's a fat. We're going to store it. I cooked chicken breast in MCT oil, had broccoli and a potato with 0 calorie butter spray. That's approved. Yeah. How many calories are stored in a pound of muscle? 600. True or false? Every pound of fat on my body burns 8 to 10 calories per pound per day. That's false. Muscle does that, not fat. Fat just what? Fat just jiggles and itches. Fat is lazy. That's right, Dr. Murphy. That's right. Good job. In order to lose weight, I must drink a half a gallon up to a gallon of alkaline water each day. False. Any water. True or false? Tap water is, generally speaking, tap water is acidic water, which simply means that I need more of it to stay hydrated. That's true. True or false? Calhoun, Georgia has a spring called Big Springs where they bottle water, natural spring where they bottle water, and it is Hunza class water, as alkaline as any water on the planet. True or false? That was a fun one. True. True. It's Hunza class. True or false? In order to lose weight, I need to make sure that I'm taking one of the vitamins that Travis recommends. That's false. We don't need anything but food. But is it true for optimal results, we had better be filling our nutrient deficiency so that our body and our systems are all systems go? Absolutely. You do not get the nutrition you need from your food supply, as if you haven't heard that enough across all channels, social media, TV. This is just a fact. We might as well accept it, and it's not going to get any better. You'd better be taking a high quality, well-rounded, complete, comprehensive, very absorbable vitamin, mineral, herbal, etc. supplement. Better do it. Mies takes peak performance. Next, my reasonable expectation for my first month of Shibboleth should be that I lose 10% of my body weight with strict adherence. You don't hear that very often, do you? You hear people say, well, it's not real possible, but some people do it. It's the status quo here if you do your best. After that, each month, I can average about 4% of total body weight loss per month. True. True or false? Approved or unapproved? Here we go. Let's do some quizzing. Tilapia cooked in MCT oil with hemp flakes. Approved or not? A Hebrew National Frank, 97% lean Frank, wrapped up in a Category 2 tortilla with ketchup, mustard, a tablespoon of chili, and sauerkraut would be approved. True. A cup of low-fat cottage cheese with cinnamon is approved. True or false? I could have Greek plain yogurt mixed with Advocare Spark flavor and use that as a meal or snack episode, depending on the calories. I can have Category 2 bread with regular hump cheese cooked in MCT oil, and that will be approved as a grilled cheese. False. Depends on the cheese. Depends on the cheese. True or false? I could have Category 2 bread, 2 tablespoons of approved peanut butter with a couple of sliced strawberries. That's true. So somebody asked, hoop cheese, hunk cheese, hunk, H-U, it's my accent, H-U-N-K. Full fat cheese, when I was growing up, Daddy called it hump cheese. Can't have hump cheese except for on what kind of day? This is advanced question. What kind of day can I have hump cheese? On a holiday, but there is a type day that you could have it and it'd be perfect. A lion day. Let me give the new people something to look forward to. Not time for you to do this. Could I do the following? See if I can throw you a trick in there. Is there any type of day on Shibboleth where I could have 4 slices of full fat bacon for breakfast, for lunch, hamburger steak patty, and for dinner, a couple of zero carb, a portion of zero carb kielbasa with hump cheese, and then have a 16-hour fast? Absolutely. That's a lion day. But if after I have that day and I get the munchies at night before bed and have popcorn, what just happened? Terrible, terrible stuff. So I planned that out. When I've been craving for a while, full fat cheese and bacon and things like that, I wait. I wait until the day that I've selected, and then I do that. And I know if I have any of those other approved carbohydrate, I'm messing my whole day up. So I do that. I like lion and shark days. That's a good day for me to get my desire for bacon and cheese and all that stuff out of the way. Okay. All right, let me show you where we go here. Go to the website, show you, especially if you're new here, here's how we roll. Every week I take a new group through Fast Track. By the way, are y'all, the 3 weeks we've been doing this, has it been helpful? We still try to work in a Q&A, but I think repetitious teaching of the program, people might have better long-term success. So I go in here and I'm getting started, claiming my free program. Getting in here, I put my phone number if I want Travis to notify me before class, because I realize that most of this is behavior modification, and I have compulsions and habits, and I need Travis to shake it up and remind me of class. You don't have to put your number, but then I can't help you as much. Here's your journal where we're marking a perfect day or a holiday. Every time you click watch, you go to the next video here. You want to bite it, write it, hog it, log it, make sure you save, because if you hit a plateau and you ask us for help, the first thing I'm going to do is ask for your journal. If you don't have it, we got to start over. You got a journal. It's the only way I can help you. We go to the dashboard. Now we're in Fast Track. We go through our laps, learn the navigation of the site and where our resources are. And then we go to Fast Track. Here's your food library with all your beginner food items. Here's your Fast Track. We go to Fast Track and we watch all of Kim's videos. They're short. It's not all over the place like me. She goes through them very structured like. And then you will take the test, pass the test, earn the badge. If you don't pass the test, bring it to class. We'll go through it. Right here's where your test is. New member Fast Track. And then we go through this quiz. Pay attention. There's a couple of tricky ones in there. Most of them are pretty easy if you've paid any attention at all. And then submit and earn your Fast Track badge. And then you can decide if you want to stay in Fast Track or if you want to go to the Shibboleth Journey. Fast Track is our gift to you. Me going live 2 times a day, 4 days a week is our gift to you. I want to serve. I want to minister. I want to see you change your life. And all I do is ask that you share Shibboleth with some other person that's hurting. Yes, Barb, that is the quiz about Fast Track, which is those 14 videos. Thank you, Kimberly. Make sure you have your meal ideas. Start planning for Monday. It will be interesting to see some start to come through again with their meal plan that they come up with. And I think you'll even get an all new meaning from Fast Track instead of feeling like you're drinking water from a fire hydrant. Darla, when you get time, how do I use the good enzymes? They are so amazing. These digestive enzymes keep your gut healthy, and they help you break down the food so you absorb it better. I'm learning that's the key word in the wellness company. That's what sets them apart. One thing, but one of the most important things, absorption. Most things that you buy at your local nutrition store, you don't absorb it. They don't go the extra mile to put things in there whereby you can absorb the goodie. So the good enzymes are fantastic. You need to follow the instructions on the bottle. If people are dealing with acid reflux and those kind of things, heartburn, it's going to help a lot with that with consistent use. I actually had the worst case of acid reflux I've ever known. For at least 10 years, I took a cup, solo cup, Dixie cup, plastic cup with me. People thought I chewed tobacco. I've never touched tobacco. But people thought that I chewed tobacco because, and I told them, I didn't correct them. But I carried that cup around with me everywhere. That's how bad my acid reflux was. It was so embarrassing. And people would say something about me chewing tobacco, and I just kind of nod. But it was my reflux. I never chewed tobacco. My acid reflux was gone within 3 weeks of doing this program. Has anybody else had help here with acid reflux? And I've never had a bout with it again. That's how beautiful Shibboleth is. God is just blessing. Brenda, yeah, I mean, it's such a blessing. Darla, yeah. Anybody else? Any other questions? I want everybody to leave happy and blessing the name of the Lord. Y'all that are new, y'all need not look at me like a businessman. That's not what I'm called to do. I'm here to help serve you. You need to know somebody loves you. And even if my voice gets on your nerves, I've recruited other people who's got more pleasant voices because I want to, it's not about ego to me. I'm too old for that. Running out of time. And I just want to do what God has called me to do. How much are the mentor calls? Well, we're trying to recruit volunteers. We've lost most of our staff, and we're going to have to train volunteers to get back to doing them the way we used to, which is free. I've always paid people, basically paid people to lose weight, if you want to look at it that way, but I've paid people to meet with members that are hurting one-on-one, because members sometimes need more than just the group session. But right now they're free, but I don't know that there's enough staff to do them. That's why I'm doing these 2-a-days live, and feel free to ask privately your question and hit that Q&A button, and I'll try to be mindful that it's private. And you can always email us. I'm trying my best, sis. I'm trying my best. It's a tough business. It's hard loving people. But Miss Buffy, reach out to me and let me know what you need help with, and I'll see if I can help. TravisJack777@gmail.com. I do my best. I may have a volunteer tomorrow. We just started organizing some beautiful volunteers, some beautiful hearts today. We all nominated some leadership, and we've got plenty of willing hearts in the Shibboleth family, but I need to help organize it so it's not a traffic jam. Anybody else? All right. Looks like y'all all satisfied. Miss Brenda said, I'll help. Y'all know that there's a thing in the website that nobody uses, right? Called Battle Buddy. I ain't talking about the competition Battle Buddy. There's another thing where you can find people that are in your weight range that are asking for support and are willing to support you. Did y'all know that existed? Nobody ever uses it. I'll have to teach on it. There's a whole list of people that have asked for a friend, just asking for a friend. Can't show you tonight because I had to move it off there some time ago because I can put it back. But what was happening is people were asking for a friend and nobody checks their notifications. We're also hooked on Facebook. I can't get people off Facebook. And check this out. Look at this beautiful thing. Did y'all know that we had a beautiful community that's built like Facebook, but it's all about positivity? Lisa in Virginia got a nice little post there. Let me like that. Let me heart that myself. Kim Danke, let me heart that. I'm gonna give her the muscle right there. Boom. Isn't this awesome? So we can support each other, connect with each other. Why am I talking that way? I do that sometimes. I'm telling y'all, I teach so many times I have split personality disorder. I'm not making fun. Somebody said, you're making fun of a serious thing. I'm serious. I believe I do. That's why I'm a genius. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Stop it. I'm dumb as dirt most days. I'm a genius with food. Anybody else got anything? Brother Joseph. We might get Joseph in on that Charles Grant and Aaron group. I don't know. I don't know if I can talk him into it, Bryant. Thank you, Deborah. God bless you. I hope y'all can put up with my tomfoolery. It's just during class time. All right, Ashley, everybody, thank you so much. God bless you. Love you in the Lord. And Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow.